welcome to my channel. I'm Kristen, and today I'm sharing ways you can redo signs. I found a ton at yard sales. Some I actually just had laying around the house that I wanted to redo a little bit. And then you can always go to your good old thrift store. So if you want to shop from your home, find items in your home that you no longer want that you could probably redo and turn it into something that is more your style. Now, I know my style doesn't really change a lot, but I do like changing decor in my home. So it's really fun to do it inexpensively. So let's get into the video. First sign I will be making over is this home sweet home sign. This was from a yard sale. It cost me $1, and I'm just taking the screws out because I wanted to pull that little piece out. We are going to save that, do not worry. So the first thing I did was just use my Bosch sander to sand this down, and as you can see, I am wearing shorts in this video. I started this a long time ago and never actually finished it. So right now I'm just going to be spray painting it with some white spray paint. I really miss spray painting. I cannot wait till it's no longer winter. I got this bag for 25 cents at the yard sale as well, and I cut it down to the size of the house. Using my good old glue stick, this has actually held up very well because, like I said, I did this DIY months and months and months ago during the summertime, and I don't have any issues with this paper flying up or anything like that. I grabbed this little home wood sign. I want to say this was from Dollar Tree in a 2-pack, and I'm just using some Jacobian stain for this, and then I'm going to be hot gluing it to the center of the house, and that is it for this DIY. It is such a small, fun transformation, and this cost me little to nothing to recreate or transform or make over, but I love this one. I think this turned out so cute.
We watch the sun go down over the same old town like so many times before.
These farm animals, the cow and the pig, these are from Walmart. I think they're about $1.24 or $1.27 a piece, and I'm using the Jacobian stain by Minwax once again. And of course, I only have one glove on, so I am trying everything in my power to not get stain on my other hand. Why am I not wearing two gloves? Who knows? I also grabbed these Live, Laugh, Love signs. These are from a yard sale, and I picked these up for $1 for the 3 of them. I'm going to be using that back side of that 25-cent garage sale bag once again, and I'm going to be covering these 2 signs with the gift bag with Elmer's glue stick, of course, and I'm just going to be using 2 of them instead of 3, so I do have that 3rd one for another project, maybe somewhere down the road. So once I added those, the only thing that was left was to glue those farm animals to the centers, and that is all I did for these. I think these are absolutely adorable. I love staining any type of wood, and no, I did not peel the price tag off, but we're going to be gluing it. It's going to be on the back side. You never even knew if I wouldn't have showed you this part that I did not take that tag off or stain the back side, but gluing them together, that is all I did for this one.
Look at the same old stars, battle the same old wars like so many times before. And I know that we're not perfect, but I'm gonna miss all that.
It came from Goodwill. I actually love the Goodwill outlet. It's the only Goodwill I will actually go to because Goodwill prices are absolutely insane these days. I picked this up for $1.29, and I am just using the Dixie Belle. This is called Caviar. If you want to use any sort of black paint, I would definitely go with some sort of chalk paint just because it does cover up well. This is a mineral chalk paint, which I absolutely love. So the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to use some silkscreen transfers. These ones came from Michael's. They were on the clearance rack for $5. I've used this one many times, and I am totally okay with having Farmhouse multiple times in my home. A lot of items I do give away or sell as well, so I don't have as many as you think. So every time you see some sort of a DIY that says Farmhouse, I do not have this plastered all over my home, although I do like it. So I really do enjoy using this. I've probably used this transfer 5 or 6 times. It is starting to not stick as good. I did want to test these out, and they work amazing. I just didn't know how long or how many times you would actually be able to use these, but if you clean them out right away and then stick them back to the backings, they do seem to work. So I want to say this is the 6th time that I have used this, and I probably have a couple more uses out of it. So I think for $5 for these, silkscreen transfers were a killer deal. I don't think they have them anymore at Michael's, but hopefully they just come out with some new ones. But this is what it looks like when it is done. I added some of my new DIYs to the hutch, and I will show you guys that later on. So another sign, I think this one was 50 or 75 cents from a yard sale, and I'm just painting over the top with that Caviar by Dixie Belle paint. Once again, this did need a couple coats, and it looks shiny, but it really is not once I was completely finished. I don't know why it looked so, I know it was wet, but I don't know why it looked so awkward even after I dried it and did a second, I think even maybe a third coat, which I don't know why I had to do so many coats. Normally I don't have to. But anyways, it ends up looking matte. So this silkscreen transfer came off of Amazon, and I will link it for you guys if I can find it. I bought a ton off Amazon. If you are new to my channel and you did not know, I am obsessed with using Chalk Couture silkscreen transfers. I just think they make everything look so high end, and I love testing other products out. These ones were, I think, a little on the pricey end, and they did take a really long time to receive, but I've used these multiple times and they are amazing. I think I've used this one 4 or 5 times as well, and it's cute every single time. I just used a gingham ribbon and made a bow, and that is it for this cute little farm sweet farm sign. Sign, I want to say this was from Goodwill, and I think it was $1.29. I don't usually pay more than $1.29 for their signs. Using that same Dixie Belle Caviar colored paint, which is just technically black, I would say. I'm just covering over this wine sign. And fun fact, when I first moved into my house, which was over 10 years ago, my kitchen was decorated with wine decor. Why? I don't know. I don't even drink wine, but I did decorate with that to start with. It's crazy to think. I'm using another silkscreen transfer. This one was also from Michael's. This is from, I want to say the Plaid Company or Folk Art. I want to say, no, it is Folk Art for sure. But I've used this one quite a few times, and I think that is on its last leg as well. But I love how this one turned out, and this transfer absolutely looks perfect and fit perfect in this sign. So like I said, a lot of these are decorated on my hutch right now, and I am loving them. So this sign was brand new from Goodwill, and this was $1.29 as well. This silkscreen transfer, I know I'm using them a lot, but I'm using them from different places, and I'm just really obsessed, and it's a really quick transformation that looks very high end, so that's why I choose to use them. This transfer came from the Dixie Belle website, and I will link it for you guys as well. It came in a 3-pack, and they are still really good. I've used these multiple times as well, but this fresh from the farm, fresh eggs, is one of my favorites. Next one, Love You to the Moon and Back sign. These were really popular in my house years and years and years and years ago. I think I had like 2 or 3 that said the exact same thing, but it's time for an upgrade. So this one is from Chalk Couture. It says staying in is the new going out. And I love this saying because I really do like going out, although I absolutely love staying home for sure. This is actually the January Club Couture silkscreen transfer of the month. So if you guys want to sign up for the Club Couture, you get a silkscreen transfer every single month for $21.99 along with the packets of chalk paste to go along with it. And I'll link it for you guys down below, but I love this one. It is probably one of my favorite Club Couture transfers they have had so far, but I think it is cute, and you can always do tons of different colors or different things with it. I decided to add some rub-on transfers from the Dollar Tree to the bottom of this sign just to give it a little bit of color, although you can always add color elsewhere. So I like to have color around my boring old black and white signs. But you guys, that is it for the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please make sure you give this video a thumbs up. And if you're new to my channel, I would love if you consider sticking around and subscribing. And I will see you all in the next one. Bye!